We're live, child.
We are? Really? Okay.
Why is your hand red?
Why not? Okay, ready? Big
All
reveal.
right. Oh. I didn't do a reveal. I'm pretty sure people...
Oh, hi. Welcome back to Sista Chat. Look at me.
I'm sure people that look at our TikTok have seen your hair like that.
Probably. But you know what? It's live now. So, you know, looking fresh.
We look
looking
the same.
Snatched. Sadly, yes.
No,
we do look the
we've
same.
always looked the same, though.
True.
Okay, so hi. I'm Sydney. I'm Sydney.
Hi.
I was gonna
Welcome
say,
back to Sista Chat.
Hi, welcome back to Sista Chat. I'm beautiful and I'm Sydney.
I'm Ami. And we're here too.
Spill the tea.
And Sydney.
I'm mustard, cheese, ketchup, toothpaste.
Oh wait,
You should have worn red. That would have been great. That can be your next Halloween costume.
Okay.
All right, and our special guest is. And then we're not gonna do like a drum roll.
Oh, sorry.
Rhonda Marie.
Ron.
Ron.
We love Ron, honestly.
Yes.
I love that name.
That's a great nickname.
Ron, come upstairs.
I just have a boring nickname like Sid.
Yeah, and I have a boring nickname too.
People call me Sid the Science Kid or like.
So my real name's Lauren, and I go by Ami, and then they make Ami into a nickname when it's already a nickname, so they call me But you know what? I'm not against
your name
it.
is already pretty short, and then they turn the nickname into an even shorter.
Mm-hmm. And there's Aim and Amy. Oh my gosh, the substitute teachers out there, when they get to my name, I just say here. They're like, Amy Parker, and then Ame. Like,
oh, and our special guest is here.
Yes!
I love when like teachers can say like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but they can't say Ami.
I don't know. They should talk to the teacher first, right? Like, and see the names and how to pronounce them. But you know what? It's okay when the whole class laughs at you. Well, laughs at the teacher pronunciation. But it's great when when your classmates got your back and start yelling, "It's Ami." So thank you. Thank you.
I don't have that problem.
There. Congratulations, Sydney.
482 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
What?
Like in Finding Nemo? Like what they were like.
How do you remember that? Oh yeah, you watched Finding Nemo yesterday, of course.
No, but I used to watch it a lot when I was a baby. No cap.
You know, Finding Nemo, for some reason I like Finding Dory better, but I think it's because I watched Finding Nemo a bunch of times when I was younger.
Oh. Yeah, Finding Dory is fun. Yeah. And then what else do I like to watch?
Toy Story. Toy Story.
Oh, don't ever watch Toy Story with Ami because she will go back and like she'll just rewind a lot, even though we just saw a scene.
Yeah, I like to rewind.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, you guys are so cute. Can you see me okay?
Yes,
yep.
We can see.
Okay. You can hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Hi.
Hi, Ron.
Yes, Ron.
Hi. I like how you said Ami. Call me Ami.
Ami.
I like how you did that. So what y'all have going on today?
Nothing much. We're just here to ask you some questions, get to know you more.
Yes, queen. The chat,
And I'm Ami.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, and love the hair.
Mm-hmm, girl.
Yes.
You know, I kind of skimmed through a little bit the questions, and I was like, oh, let me unbraid my hair real quick. I just had like 2 braids. That's like my signature thing.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Allow us to brag about you and your brand for a sec, hunty. At Goldie Bell, success is the only option. Goldie Bell is multifaceted production firm specializing in holistic and individualized artist development, innovative project production, and community involvement. Goldie Bell officially launched in 2013 and over the years has acquired a diverse roster of talented entertainers and professional athletes who are committed to exceeding their goals through hard work and diligence. Hunty, you are doing it.
Yeah. So Goldie Bell was like something like a name I had came up with years ago. Another friend of mine, we were talking, and I was trying to figure out what would be a great name. So I decided to take my maternal great grandmother's first name, which is Goldie, and then I took the middle name of my paternal great grandmother, which is Bell. Put it together. So it's spelled Bell, but I added the E at the end so it could balance out, you know? So that's how Goldie Bell, the whole name came up. And originally it was just going to be like a production company, and I was just going to have like do documentaries and short films. But I decided it should be more of a talent management company. So it's a talent management company, and what I do is I manage professional athletes, current and former athletes.
I love
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
On March 8th, 2005, we weren't even born yet, but you were embarking upon a journey that you turned into reality. You wanted to almost every day, but you stayed. It was about giving yourself the chance to try, not about becoming famous. In God's time, everything happens. He has a plan. Tell us what you would tell Ron back in 2005 as you reflect on your journey from Raleigh, North Carolina to Los Angeles.
Save more money. So let me just say, yes, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I love to say that because I'm so proud to be from there. So for me, I didn't go straight from Raleigh to Los Angeles. I went to Miami first. My mother was there working for American Airlines. So I went there, I was with her, and I was trying to figure out my life, but I was a flight attendant for years. So I worked for a small airline called Midway Airlines, and it was based in Raleigh, but it came out of Chicago, Illinois. So I worked at that airline. It was amazing. But whenever September 11th happened, like 9/11, when all that happened, the airline couldn't make it, so we went under. So I was like, gosh, what am I going to do? I always wanted to go to LA. I always wanted to do that, but I still didn't feel like it was my time to go. So I went to Miami, and I ended up working for, it was a department store called Burdines May. Burdines May was bought out by Macy's. So I ended up working for Macy's in their furniture department and all that. So I wasn't happy. Guess what? They decided to move their office to New York that I was in. So I was like, oh, perfect time to go to LA. Like, just go. You know, like, what else? I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I was like, I'm just going to be out. So I would tell myself in 2005 to, like, just save more money, be better prepared. Because when I went out there, I just left. I didn't really do a lot of planning. I would suggest that for a lot of people. But I would just say, just have everything in order. You know, luckily I was already in the union because I started off as acting. So I already had that foundation, and you know, so I was really prepared on that. I had my headshot, I had a reel, I had my SAG card. That part was in, but the struggle was real. So I would just say to my young self, which I wasn't that young, but I would say for 2005 and anybody else, just make sure you're prepared. Because nobody wants to go out to LA and, like, you don't want to really, like, wait tables and go back to school and all that. I mean, of course you got to. If you got to do what you got to do. For me, I went out there and ended up having to go work at Urban Outfitters. So I went from being the buying office for Macy's or for that department store and having to get, like, a little job at Urban Outfitters just so I could have something.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. I don't know if I answered. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
That is save your money, because she does not do that. Like, once she gets like maybe $20, she puts it in her debit card and she's already spending it on Amazon items.
Did you just put her on the list? No, you can't do that. Sorry, boo.
Yeah.
Because I swear there is an Amazon package coming to our house every day, and it's because of her.
Well, that I can't lie. Yeah, that's me too. Yeah, because I'm like mad because I was supposed to have a package today, but they just emailed me this morning and said, "Oh, it's delayed. It'll be in tomorrow." And I'm like, "What?" Okay. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, business on the streets, exactly. Yep. So you guys live in New York, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any plans to go to LA? Do you want to go to LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're working that out.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessary like it used to be back in the day. I'll just say that. Okay. You can just stay right in New York and do your shows in LA or whatever. But I would say go there whenever you are being called to go out there. Like you book the show, so they're gonna fly you out, put you and your family up, then go to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay. Because I feel like New York is more like musical theater, and then California is like film and TV. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did live in New York for almost a year, and I was taking classes at Broadway Dance Center. That was amazing. But yeah, definitely. Okay.
We saw on your Instagram that your mother's birthday was on July 11th. Mary Alice Spence Alston is your personal prayer warrior, counselor, mentor, teacher, and mommy. We call our mother mommy too.
Yeah.
Our mother, our number one supporter. She cheers us on every day. How does your mother support and influence you?
Oh gosh, in every way. She is like one of those people that I think in the beginning, whenever I was like, oh, I want to be in TV and film and I want to do this and that, she was like, yeah, okay, sweetie, you'll be a nurse. I'm like, no, I want to do this. And she's like, yeah. She had to like really, I think, sit back and realize that it was in me. That's just because there was nobody on either side of my family that was in TV and film at the time. It was just me. So, even with the process of me going to LA, she was she was there for me for that. Like, helped me get my car out there, everything. So she inspires me because she never gives up on anything. She is the person that put in me to do for other people and to take care of other people. And I mean, I call her a warrior because she's been through a lot. We had a house that was damaged in a tornado when I was your age, Sydney. And so, but she persevered. Like, I mean, I never missed a beat. My brother and I never missed not one beat growing up. And I talk to her almost every day. I can't do it every day because we're too much alike. So it's like, but she's just an amazing person. She's a breast cancer survivor 2 times, and that's never stopped her. She loves to travel. So she turned 70 on the 11th, and she's just like itching. She's just like, God, like I want to go all these different places, but COVID, she can't. So it's like, she's just a great person, and you all are blessed to have your mother. If she is that person for you guys, and I'm sure that she is, it's just amazing to have them. And whenever they support your career and your dreams, it's an amazing blessing for sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Our mom is definitely very supportive and inspires us, because I remember when I was very young, like I'd be brushing my teeth with her and I try to copy every movement she did. Like I wanted to be just like her.
Yeah.
And definitely, because when I have like auditions that are like really early in the morning, she has to drive me to all of these places. So she really.
Yeah. That means a lot. And when I was 14, she, I really wanted to go to the School of the Arts. And so I had to audition to get in, even for the summer program. And she made it happen. I didn't know what to do. Or, we didn't have Google. So, but she figured it out and made a way, because I had never heard of anyone else in my area going to that school. I was just a different kid. I just wanted to just be that kid that just wanted to step out on faith all the time. Like, you would just see, oh yeah, okay, there she go. Just whatever. Let her go do what she's going to do. She's just going to do it.
Yeah. Yes. You said on your Instagram, I am a Black woman. I build, I don't tear down others. I have felt the pain of being torn down, and I have decided I will be deliberate about building others. We are saddened by the union and the oppression of Black people that we are witnessing day after day. How do you think we can use our platform to do more than create hashtags and be part of creating real change?
So as far as that post, that was something that my friend Portia Key had tagged me in. So it was kind of like, if you believe in that statement, repost it. My friend Jasmine also had tagged me in it. And I don't really like doing the challenges on Instagram, but that one spoke to me because I feel very strong about what's going on. And I'm very sad about it. And I feel like the way that we all can use our platform is what we're doing now. You know, just talking about it, having conversations. I think it's very great that you guys are doing that at your age, as far as like understanding, because it's a lot that you all are dealing with as young teenagers. I mean, this is crazy and it's really heavy. You have to deal with the COVID-19, you have to deal with the racism and things that are changing our history. And so you guys just keep using your platform and just researching and understanding what, and just being very sensitive to what's going on, you know, because this is going to be part of our history. And I think if you just keep using your platform that way and just stay positive about it, you know, I don't think you should indulge too much with all the negative part of it, but read and just find out why we are upset, or just read and find out what's going on. There is a family that I was made aware of on Juneteenth here. I'm in Atlanta right now. And there was a mother I ran into. Her name is Monteria Robinson. She is the mother of a young man named Jamarian Robinson, who was killed here in Atlanta in like 2016. And it's not national news. It's like one of those things where he was hit with 76 bullets. And it's like, why don't we know anything about this young man? I mean, there was no justice for him. There was no justice for his family, and they're hurt. So I feel like we should take the time to research and find out all the different families who have dealt with this, and figure out how we can be there for them and comfort them, send them letters, you know, talk about them, because there are a lot of families in different cities and states, African American, Black, minorities. Stories are just not being told. Like, no one has any idea about that. You know, like, I had no idea, and I was very embarrassed that I had no idea. And when she spoke, I was just like, oh my God, like, why aren't we talking about your son, Jamarian Robinson? You know, so I just think at any point, you know, when you all have time, you can just use your platform for that. You can also like educate other youth about it. And we should come up with a way, and I believe there is some people who are working on it. I can get back to you later, but we should come up with a way to have guidelines for the youth, so that if they are stopped by the cops in different cities and states, we'll know how to deal with it. We'll know how to handle it, because I think everybody should know their rights, because everybody does not know their right, but they got to be taught. So we should use our platforms to help teach other people their rights. If they're stopped by the police, or if there's the caring person that comes around, you know, you need to know how you can protect yourself. And because there's going to always be fear, always. And whenever you ladies start driving and being off by yourself, you need to know your rights. And if you're in California, Georgia, Louisiana, auditioning, going to different places, you need to know how to handle yourself. So we have to educate ourselves and learn more. So that was a little bit long-winded. I apologize, but I think that that's something that we could do with our platform.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of sad that at a young age, my mom told me that when she gets pulled over, she has to make sure that her hands are on the dashboard, make sure that her hands are seen, and then she has to ask if she has ID out. I just was very sad about that.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, we have to be very careful. It's just not our men, it's us too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to be very, very careful. So Jamarian Robinson, look him up.
Okay.
Okay.
You said people used to make jokes about your hair. When I wore my hair in its natural state to school before the quarantine, I got a lot of stares, and it made me feel like I stood out too much. How did you learn to become comfortable in the skin you're in and embrace your lovely hair?
Well, I always had a lot of hair, a lot of big hair, I'll admit. And when I was younger, I did like poof it down and try to, 'cause I wanted to be in the cool, crowd, and all the girls were getting perms and relaxers. And my mother and grandma was like, nope, you're not. So I was like, oh, okay. And then when I got my little job, and I was about to graduate, it was like, all right, you can get a relaxer. And I was like, for real? What? Okay, because I was a dancer, so I would dance and sweat, and dance my hair or whatever. Like I get like a nice press or whatever, and then it would be messed up because I was in dance class. And so I was like, man. So back then I didn't really appreciate it, but growing up, well, okay, sorry, when I was a flight attendant, so I got my little job. I got my relaxer like 17. So I graduated, I had a relaxer. Ow. And I thought I was cute. And so I was able to get like the haircuts that go like this and all the like fun haircuts and all that. Because if I had it without a relaxer, nah, baby, it would be. But got the relaxer, I could get the stacks. Y'all too young, like salt and pepper. Okay. But anyway, I thought it was fun. So then when I became a flight attendant at like 21, 22, I didn't have time to get my hair relaxed. I didn't have time. I was flying, going different cities, so I had to let it go. And so I always wear my hair pulled back in a bun. And then I just loved it. I loved seeing the waves come through. I love not having to do too much to my hair, just kind of like wash it and go. And it was just, I never really needed anybody's validation for that. But I definitely had to say that the whole trend of the natural hair thing that came in, I was like, sis, and they'll say, how long you been natural? 20 plus years. And they're like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I mean, this is my life. This is just what I do. So, it's challenging right now. I have to admit, I need a trim. But I'm not going to get my hair done, but I just love it. People are going to be mean, you're different, you have the big curly hair, love it, embrace it. People want your hair. People want to have that big curly hair. And so it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle. It's our hair, it's natural, it's beautiful. I'm sorry that they did you that way, because I totally understand. But you just keep rocking your big beautiful hair, and they're gonna love it. And they're gonna also go home, they're hating on you because they don't have it. They're gonna go home like, and you'll be like, hey, I already got it, sorry. But it's beautiful. So don't ever let anyone make you feel like your hair is not amazing, because it is. Our big, thick, beautiful, natural hair, it's beautiful.
Yes.
And go get a hair contract, girl.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
It's just all of my friends had naturally straight hair, so I always didn't feel like I fit in. So I would like to get my hair straightened so I'd like match everyone else, but obviously I'd sweat and it'd just be like a huge mess. And I still do that's like for like a dance or something like really important. But I've loved my hair, but it was just hard when I went to school, and like even the teachers were like, what happened to your hair? Because it was just big. Someone thought that I did something to my hair. They didn't think that it was like natural. I'm like, I washed it in school. They're like,
right. They're like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you're suffering from a major case of bedhead, honey. I was like,
but just like when I was coming up in North Carolina, they were like kind of laughing at me too for having big puffy hair, and I just was like, okay, I mean, sorry, I don't know, but you just get to it's what makes you unique. It just what makes you even more appealing or beautiful, and you can always use that.
Yeah.
Yes. The Goldie legacy started Sock It, Don't Stop It, because socks are the donated yet very important clothing item. Tell us about your philanthropic ventures and how we can help.
Whew. Wow. So I honestly didn't get that far on the list. So I have my hands in a lot, I'll have to admit. the Goldie legacy, playing off the same name Goldie. One of my dear friends I met in 2014, whenever I used to work with an NBA player. She was located in Houston, amazing girl. Her nickname is Goldie. And she was like someone who would always do things in the community. She's a single mom of 2 kids, and just her heart was just so big. And so we would partner a lot in Houston. And then one day I was like, I think we should do our own foundation, have our own 501c3, and try to get to the people. And she was like, oh my God. I said, I know. Oh my God. And I had another friend named Kevin who really put the battery in the back. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So we partnered and we created the Goldie Legacy. So under the Goldie Legacy, we have like different programs. I came up with Sock It, Don't Stop It. Socks. I don't know what it is, y'all. I love socks. I love like pairs of socks. I love old socks. I will travel and I will keep a pair of my mom's socks and a pair of my man's socks with me. I don't know. It just made me feel comfortable because I travel so much. And so being in Atlanta, I would go and help feed the homeless. And one of the things I noticed was a lot of the homeless men did not have any socks. And I was like, oh my God, I might be onto something. So the following week, I came back with a box of socks. They went crazy. They were so excited. They were like, oh my God, we need these socks and all this. And then I did a little research and I found out that socks were like one of the main things that people do not have. And it's not donated. So I was like, cool. So that's how I came up with Sock It, Don't Stop It. I'm currently not able to do it the way I want to right now because of COVID. But I do a lot of different things for the homeless in Atlanta, Houston, LA, and New Orleans. For the women, I help with the shelters as far as them getting things for their menstrual periods and all that. So I collect, along with my show, we collect pads, tampons, wipes, different female products, and we donate to shelters. I work with a program, It Takes a Village in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So we donate all the men clothes that we get from the show. And when I'm working in New Orleans, it goes to them. I am working on a mental health program for men under the Goldie Legacy, because I think that's very important because mental health is not very much talked about. Oh my God. It's just a few things that I do. And I still work with other athletes and their foundations. I've helped Cam Newton's foundation as far as when they have events, they'll contact me and I'll help them get a lot of my celebrity friends and athletes that I work with to come to his events in Charlotte, North Carolina when he was there. And how you guys can help me is we'll stay in contact. And so that way, if I have something going on, or if I'm trying to get socks, or if I just need you guys just to post it on social media, I would love for you to do that. Whenever we get out of this whole thing with COVID, I would love for us to just get together and you guys can meet me in a certain city and just help me out. Because one of the programs I am going to do with Sock It, Don't Stop It is with one of my athletes, we're going to have it where the people come to an NBA game and they donate socks as they come in. And if they do, everyone who does, they'll get a ticket and they'll be able to go after the game and meet the basketball player that they helped do that with. So it'd be fun if you guys could come and volunteer.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be like so fun. I'm sorry, I'm silly.
It's all right, Queen. Yes.
Yes.
The thing is, when we have these donations for the homeless at school, we have canned foods and gloves, but we never have socks. So we could start something at our school, a sock shop.
Yeah, because I want to do little sock hops. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Sock hop is like a dance type thing, and you have to come and you wear your socks, and then part of how you get in the door is you got to bring a pair of socks. You got to bring socks, and you got to bring socks for kids too. They need socks, like little infant socks, little cute little socks.
Yeah.
You face on the bottom, clown and all that. Okay, it must be somebody you all know. Okay.
Yeah.
don't like socks, but I do. Okay, sorry.
You booked a supporting role in the CBS TV miniseries called Shake, Rattle, and Roll, and played the role of Lucille, a member of a 1960s singing group called the Emeralds. It's a small world after all, because we interviewed Shantae Moore last month.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this awesome experience.
Oh, God. So that was the first job and really the last job that I did where I had to sing in order for me to even get the in-person audition. So it was back when there was cassette tapes. I know, don't laugh. So my agent at the time, she said, okay, Rhonda, I think you can sing. I heard you could sing, but we're looking for a strong dancer and actress for this role. And I was like, are you serious? I get to sing? Listen, I was too shy to do a solo in church. But the fact that I was going to be in a CBS miniseries and it was going to be filmed in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was in Raleigh, I was like, oh, and I was a flight attendant. So I was like, I'm on it. So I picked out a church song. I think it was a church song. I can't remember. Sung my heart out in the closet. And I had to tape it, had to press record and do my little song. And so I did it and sent it to her. She sent it to the producers and got the in-person audition. And I had no idea, y'all, that it was going to be such a huge group of recording artists that was going to be in the film. I thought it was just a quick little thing. It's going to be a whole bunch of local people, but no. It was like Casey and JoJo and all these other. Billy Porter was in it, and right. So it was an honor. And once I realized that Shantae was playing the other Emerald, I was like, what? But I had to be cool because I'm cool. I had to be cool, and it was great. It was one of the best 3 weeks of my life because I was still in North Carolina. My job let me leave. We were in, I did all these fun interviews and I ate good food. And, it was just all day rehearsals of dancing and not really singing. It was odd. I didn't get a chance to actually sing, but I had to lip sync a lot. And I got a chance to work with Samaria Graham, who is I'm a huge fan of her, and she was on Blossom and all these other shows. And so it was just such a great experience to do that film. I wish I want to do another one. I think I will do a few more musicals. But, yeah, it was a great experience, singing and dancing all day. Come on.
Yes.
Yes. It was
right.
You are a queen and Jamie Knox is your king. Tell us about the story and what makes him the man, the myth, and the living legend.
Jamie. He's downstairs. I talk right. Jamie is such a beautiful, hardworking man. He's from Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Jackson, Mississippi. I actually met him in Raleigh, North Carolina, when he went to NC State, and I went to Lewisburg College. And here's the truth. So he played basketball, and he was a star on the basketball team. I didn't go to his school, but he didn't want me back then. Okay, but he said I didn't want him, so I got the mic. I can say this is what happened. But he's just a really hard working guy. He's the one that he came out to LA. I was on a show called True Blood, and he happened to be a fan of the show, and he was in LA and reached out to me on Facebook. And so that's how we reconnected after all these years. You know what I mean? And so it was just, the timing was just right. I mean, he's just one of my best friends. He's very motivating. He was the one that helped me come up with the concept of Goldie Bell now, as far as what I'm doing with it, because the reason why I do manage and work with professional athletes is because he's an NBA sports agent. So it just worked out. He would get contracts and he'd be like, I don't understand this. I don't know if these guys should do this commercial. And I'd be like, let me read it. I would read it. So I'd be like, no, this is what they need to do so they can really get paid. And then he would say, okay. So then after the third time and I didn't get any money off of it and I was broke, I said, I need to come up with something. And he was like, all right, well, you need to go ahead and start, working with guys on the side. You're not booking anything right now, so why don't you do that? And I was like, yeah. All right. So that's how Goldie Bell ended up being that. So I went ahead and made it an LLC and did all that, and then came up with Forever Golden Films, so that I can actually still have that, like, that bug I had about doing my own projects. I can still do it through Forever Golden Films. So it's the Goldie Bell, the Goldie Legacy, and Forever Golden Films.
I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You found your soulmate?
Yes, I'm good. I am good. There's nobody like him. I'm so good. We connect. Like, I feel so bad for other couples who are in quarantine together. I'm like, nah, we good. I travel so much. I work on a show 5 months out of the year in New Orleans, and then I work on another show 2 months out of the year in LA. So being home and being in our house in Georgia is just like, I'm happy. I'm ready to get back on the set, because the way that it works for me is I'm still able to do my job and work with the athletes and go do my other show. But I'm always on the go, and it worked out because I was a flight attendant, so it was easy. It's in my blood. I started traveling when I was 14 with my mother, but it's just great to just sit and just be still and do this interview.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us. And as we always say,
You start as our guest.
and you leave as our friend.
Aw, that's so awesome. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Let me just say this really quick. I'm very proud of you guys. I think it's amazing what you're doing. It's so smart that you all started your show and are doing it. And I wish you all the absolute best. I truly do.
Thank you.
You too, honey. Love you.
Yes. Thank y'all so much.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Hey. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo. I'm not in frame. Awesome. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
I love that.
Love her.
We love all her 3
Great job,
companies.
ladies. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We did do a good job.
You're touching me again.
No hug. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.
We have a mustache.
Okay.
Wait, let's see whose hair is longer.
Yours.
Oh. Ha ha! You're roasted.
Because
Okay.
she cut my ends. Okay, bye.
She cut mine too.
Congratulations. Bye.
Have a gum. Are you saying my breath stinks?
Yes.
That's
Okay, bye.
so neat.
Oh,
Mine.
Thank you for watching. Okay. Bye. I don't
Okay.
know. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Peace out.